Welcome back to the morning show here on Arise News. I am Oji Akbi. Our guest today is Chude Jideonwo. He is the founder of Joy Inc., a benefit corporation in Nigeria, which mainstreams the research and science on human flourishing and positive emotion to transform the culture and build a new generation focused on the greatness, happiness, and the greatness of many. Chude Jideonwo, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
I apologize, I butchered your name.
No, we agreed that it would be butchered.
Jideonwo. Jideonwo. I love it. Yeah. Well, your initiative is fantastic. I really applaud it.
Thank you.
I don't even know how you came up with this.
Yeah.
I know that we have all of our depression and the societal, what do you call it, taboo in discussing depression.
Yes.
And the fact that you come up with this initiative, what drove you to start with this?
Well, this is my own episodes of depression. I've had mild depressive episodes for a while. But in 2016, I had a major depressive episode that took over, I think, about 3 months. And so I began to look for solutions for my own depression. And I was annoyed at the depression, to be honest. I thought everything is going, much of my life is going well. I shouldn't be depressed.
Yes. I'm
also a Christian. I know I'm not supposed to be depressed, so all of those things. And so I began to look for answers. And the answers I found helped me come out of depression.
Okay.
But also the answers I found helped me understand that this was a global crisis.
Right.
And that people were not paying a lot of attention to it. And it was going to get worse. But also that there were all kinds of things that people could do now.
Right.
To make it better. And so, and some of these tools at our fingertips, almost literally. And so I came out thinking more people should know about this.
Yeah. You know what? You actually identified that you were depressed.
Yes, yes.
A lot of people cannot tell that they're depressed.
They can't.
And your depression, you said, lasted for just, what, 3 months?
3 months.
That's a relative short time to actually go into depression and come out of depression.
Yes. Oh
How did you do that?
First and foremost, I just think that, oh my God, thank God. I can't imagine being in that place for more than 3 months. You know? I remember that Chimamanda wrote in an article for The Guardian many years ago. That depression is not just helplessness. Depression is hopelessness.
Yes.
It's to be helpless about your own helplessness. And so to be in that space for months, for a year, for 3 years, it's just hell.
What were your signs? Like, how did you...
I couldn't function. I couldn't go out of the house for days on end. Or if I went out of the house because I was running a business and so I had to go out, I couldn't deal. Sometimes I'd just lie on the floor crying.
Wow.
I remember I went to speak at an event at a hotel. I was, I think, keynote speaker or something. And I just talked to these young people over a big audience. And then I just left. And so after events, I like to speak to the people. But after the event, I just said, guys, I need to go. I have a meeting. And I just drove straight to the office and lay down on the floor and began to cry.
And started crying?
Because I just felt like, so when you are depressed, when you have depression, not when you have clinical depression, it feels black inside. That's why I say depression is a disease of perspective. You look at the world, and the world is just a hopeless place that you don't want to participate in, even if everything looks good. So
when you lay down crying, and after you cried, what did you think?
You don't feel better.
You do? Okay.
No, usually. So this is the difference between situational depression, which is a depression that you feel when things just happen and you recover. If you lose your wife, you cry, for a period of time. No, let me use this. If you lose a promotion at work, you cry for 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. You feel better. You get up. That's normal sadness. But depression, when you cry, you don't feel better.
Wow.
You go from, you just cry because there's nothing else to do. Or you stop eating. Or you cut yourself or something. Because all the normal human emotions, the things that they're supposed to do, because crying is a normal human emotion. The Bible, for instance, says there's a time to mourn. So those things are supposed to help you.
Help you relieve
But
the pain.
That's not what when you are depressed, all your normal emotional reflexes are inversed.
So I want to ask you, how did you come out of this depression?
So I'm very careful in saying this because I don't want people to get the wrong lessons from it. But I came out of it. So first, I had seen a therapist a year before.
And where is this therapist based? In Nigeria?
She was working at the Yaba Psychiatric Hospital at the time.
Okay.
And so I'd seen a therapist, but this was before my major depressive episode. I was just generally unhappy.
Yes.
And I thought I needed to see, and a friend of mine who was a doctor at Luz, not the Lagos General Hospital, had said, oh, he had this psychiatrist he was seeing. And I said, oh, it'd be great to see her. So I'd seen her for just generalized anxiety and unhappiness and all of that. And she had helped me, and she had said, look, you were good. You're going to take this journey. She had helped me identify my issues. Okay. And so she said she thought this was a journey I could take by myself. Okay. And so I did a few sessions and I moved on. And so I kind of had a sense. So I'd already had that. So I had a foundational psychotherapy, of what to do. Right. So I was lucky with that. But when this now happened, and because I was getting better, I was getting happier when this big depression happened. And so when this happened, I thought, oh my God, but this doesn't make sense. I was getting better. But then what led me out was I began to read. Yes. I'm a big reader. And so I began to read about depression, about anxiety, and about all of these things, about unhappiness. And so that helped me. And the more I read, the more it began to occur to me that there was something I already had that I could use, and that was prayer. Oh, that's sweet. Okay, great. That's awesome. So my depression reintroduced me to prayer. And there are research foundations to it. I often tell people there's a researcher at Columbia called Lisa Miller who says depression can be a knock on the door to a deeper spiritual experience. Now, I want people to differentiate spiritual experiences from religious experiences because spiritual is personal and a relationship. Religious is communal and full, rules and regulations. That's not what I mean. I mean, it made me seek God better, and there's a lot of research about the power of meditation, the power of a strong spiritual, the power of developing a relationship with transcendence. So that helped me, and I'm not saying that that's going to be helpful for everybody. Well, but this was what helped me come out of depression. So different cases for different people and different stages of depression. Yes, there are hundreds of positive psychology interventions. So I have a question for you. So in Nigeria generally, people see depression as, depression is a stigma in Nigeria. So why do you think that is? Because apparently a lot of people suffer from depression. Nigeria is a society that loves stigma. That loves stigma. Okay. We love stigma. So let me explain to you. Okay. I was watching a Nollywood film I'm a Nollywood fan, a few weeks ago, maybe a month or two ago. And then this young lady was having an epileptic seizure. Right. And so she's shaking. And so, her mother is holding her, don't die. And then people, passers-by, well-wishers, as we call them, are shouting, don't die, pity your poor mother, what is wrong with you? And I'm like, guys, it's not her fault. She is sick. So immediately something happens in Nigeria, we're like, who is to blame? That's how we are. We're always looking. And so we are very likely to blame a person rather than a thing or a condition or society. Okay, what do you think can be done to actually change this? So that's part of what we're trying to do, because the only way you change the culture is to engage the culture. Okay. But then to let people know, I'm not sure you saw that video that went viral of a young man who tried to jump into the water. Okay. And then the police rescued him and began to treat him like a criminal. And I'm like, no, he's not a criminal, he's a victim. So what Joy Inc. is trying to do is to tell people stories, to do it with our event, with our platforms. I have a daily newsletter called The Daily Vulnerable. Yeah. So what we're trying to do is to let people know that no matter how powerful, how strong, and that's why I'm very honest with my own story, how successful, how good looking or whatever you are, depression is situation agnostic. Okay, so you know what, tell us more about Joy Inc. I want to know how this platform started and engage us about that masterclass. I began to do masterclasses last year, free of charge. I began to just do it as a hobby. After I came out of depression, I thought, okay, I need to share this with people. So I thought it was something I was going to do by the side. Around August, I got a fellowship. I went to Yale for a session. And all the months I spent at Yale gave me the emotional and mental space to kind of engage, what do I want to do with my life? Okay. Which is a question I began to ask myself from 2016. And I realized, oh my God, I want to go back home. At that time, I was a bit tired of Nigeria. I thought Nigeria was it is a very hostile place for people who like to engage fully with their emotions and all of that. And so I thought I was going to be away for a while. But while I was away, just for 6 months, I thought, no, I want to go back. And what I want to do is I want to create that society in Nigeria. And so I say that I returned to Nigeria with a mission to make this country, and the West Africa actually, into an emotional, spiritual, mental safe space. Okay. Yeah? And so that's what Joy Inc. became. It's just a side of the things I want to do, but it's the first part of it, which is how can we inject a new consciousness into Nigerians, that our emotions matter, that our feelings matter, that, you know, empathy matters, compassion matters, love, kindness, that the operating system we have as a society, which is scarcity, needs to give way to an abundance, yeah? And the way to do that is to inject new narratives into the culture using the media. That's very important. And that's what I want to do. That's what Joy Inc. wants to do. So we have all kinds of things. So is this masterclass still free? Yes. So, so some of the masterclasses are paid for. But I went off on a 1-month retreat, and when I came back, everybody was talking about depression. And I was very proud of my friends, Toke, Mocheda, Banky. They were all talking about depression. So I contacted Toke, Banky, Ubi, some of them, and said, look, let's do this free class. Yeah? And just get a lot of Nigerians to come up. Unfortunately, Toke had to leave the country, but Banky and Ubi said, yes, we'll do it. Let's do it. And so I called my therapist, Bonju Bola Abiri. I said, would you join us? Because I always let professionals to be on ground. Absolutely. And she was open to that. And so we're doing this free masterclass. When is this happening? It's on Saturday. This weekend? This Saturday. People can register on register.joyinc.xyz. So if they do that, it's free to everyone. And they'll get the venue and the time. We wanted to just host 150 people, but we've gotten so much more than that. How many, can you tell me? I mean, the last time I checked was 300. Oh my God. And what is the capacity of this place you're having? Well, now we had to move to a bigger venue. So I thank my friends at the Glades Event Center. They offered us free of charge to use their space. And so, you know, that's where we are. Oh my goodness, that's so amazing. Like I said, I really applaud this initiative. Can you tell us what the social media handle is so that people can... So you can Joy Incredible. Joy Incredible? On Instagram. Instagram is really where we are based. Yes, everyone is based on Instagram. So Joy Incredible is the handle. And when they go there, I have, so even before and after the masterclass, I have a daily newsletter where I share tips for people to handle daily life. And so the handle is long, it's thedailyvulnerable.com. But if you go to our Joy Incredible on Instagram, you will see the handle and you can receive the free newsletter every morning. That's so great. Do you plan to have this masterclass every other month, or yes, so part of it is people are partnering with us. We're hosting a masterclass in Kenya, we're hosting a masterclass in Abuja, we're hosting so people reach out to us. The model with which we work is we are teachers and storytellers, so we just show up. So if people partner with us and they say, look, I want to do this for my community, I want to do this for my church, I want to do this for my school, I want to do this for my company, then we work with them. So to that extent, yes, 2019, we're going to all the 36 states of Nigeria. Wow. Trying to meet as many people as possible and teach them these skills. Wow. And so as many people as want to partner with us, if they reach out to us, joy@joyinc.xyz. Joy@joyinc.xyz. Yes, or they send us a DM on our Instagram pages. We'll get in touch immediately. Wow, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope we're able to spread this joy across Nigeria and hopefully across West Africa in the next coming year. I really hope so. Thank you so much. Great to meet you finally. Great to meet you. Great to meet you too. Time now for a short break on the morning show. Don't go away. When we return, we'll be chatting more with Chude about the recent state of suicide and attempted ones. Don't go away.